ain't nothing.
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see the dynamic Alvin Kamara. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Lions, and it's all up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Olave holds it in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding offense.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Walker going right to the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Walker. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Walker. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun here, Walker. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. To throw is Walker. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Holding offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
First down. This one lines up to go incomplete. His first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw is Walker. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Ready, break.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Lions at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. But they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big one. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll be a loss of the ball coming into the sack, but that will bring up 3rd down. Now Walker. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Take a shot, couldn't connect.
There's an incompletion ball, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. Fielded at about the 28. Ooh, with a juke. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Walker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10,
Walker hitting the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
What part they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Walker's throw on target to James. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Walker. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Walker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Walker. James has got it, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting LA Rams. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Walker now to throw on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Walker now. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and third and long. Back to throw, Walker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. On third down, here comes Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Swift. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and 2. Lions touchdown. Garrett Griffin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, with a pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Walker. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. And remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
To throw is Walker. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Saints. Richie James, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Lions now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. The
drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. They had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure going.
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 1. And time, a huge factor. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for New Orleans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field.